Let's talk about product vision. Hi, I'm Terry Danilak, and I'm the lean transformation consultant who's worked with startups, SMBs, and Fortune 500 companies to help them deliver products faster to market. One of the very first thing that I do when we start working on a product, or when we start working on fixing a product, is to make sure that the product has a vision. And a product vision is a short statement that describes the future, the what you're building, the outcome of what you want to build, and why you are building it. And one of the main reasons for having a product vision, it serves as a North Star that helps you decide which features, solutions you should focus on in order to fulfill the vision. It is your objective that you want to achieve at some time in the future. There are two types of visions. In my experience, there's the inspirational visions, something that you want to achieve, but you will never ever get to achieve because it's a never-ending quest to get for that vision. And then there's visions that are concrete, that once you've achieved them, you have built it. So a good example of a inspirational vision would be to for example, give me a moment, to empower every person in every organization on the planet to achieve more. The inspirational part is the empowering of every person, every organization on the planet. And the vision is to achieve more, the what. You want to achieve more. This type of vision is very inspirational, and it is useful in many cases to help you decide what to work on. However, in my experience, inspirational visions like that are very difficult to imagine, and because they're very difficult to imagine, they're very difficult to come to bring into your mind whenever you're thinking, whenever you're building features, when you're adding new things. You can't really think about them immediately. They're not concrete. They're nice to have. They're nice to have somewhere where you can maybe talk about it. This is the thing that we want to achieve, the thing that we see in the future. Everybody's achieving more on the planet. But they're not, because it's not concrete, it's not very practical when it comes to building products. In order to have a vision that's practical, that is actually useful for building products, you have to think of a vision as like a house drawing. Whenever you build a house, the very first thing you will likely do is to design or to draw what it looks like from the outside. You will draw the house, the walls, the windows, the doors, the brick facade, the stairs, the path, the landscaping, the garage, the roof, maybe a bit of a backyard, so that whenever you're thinking about building a house, or whenever you're thinking about the house, you have a clear picture in your mind. And a clear picture, the concrete picture of that house, not only helps you to later on define the drawings for the house, the strategy, in the product strategy in this analogy, but it also helps you decide whether you want to add new things and whether it would make sense to add new things. So let's say you drew a house that's really big on a smaller lot, and you were thinking about adding a garage to it, right? And you're in the middle of the building the house, or in the middle of building the strategy, or the drawings of the house. You look at the vision, you think about, well, because we want to build this big house on this smaller lot, there's really no room for the garage. So maybe a garage is not a good idea. Maybe we need to put the garage maybe behind the house or something like that. So the vision in this concrete drawing, this vision, allowed you to make a decision quickly about what to do with the feature that you're thinking about. The same thing applies to product. If you have a concrete vision of a product that you want to build, or that you're building, it's a lot easier to make decisions. It's a lot easier to imagine the product. And one of the keys to making the product vision is to set a time frame. Set a time frame of like how long for the vision. So let's say minimum 5 years. Let's say in 5 years, you want to have a product that is helping your users, let's say, achieve or get more sales leads faster, right? So that's the vision. Anybody who comes in, uses your product, they'll be able to get leads for their sales team very quickly. That's what your vision is. So that it's not super specific, unlike the house drawing, because the house drawing would be a little bit more specific, although you can make it more specific. But it's more concrete than a vision that says, I want to help everybody do everything. And so a more concrete vision gives you an ability to make better decisions later on when it comes to strategy, when it comes to actually outlining the roadmap for whatever you're building, and then making decisions about what you want to build. So one thing I want to kind of finish off on this about this is the product vision has to be concrete, has to be specific, has to have a specific time frame. It should be short. It shouldn't take a long time to read rather, and it should be easily imaginable by anybody who's reading it and anybody who's like remembering it. And yeah, that's it. That's the product vision and why it's super important to have a concrete product vision. If you have any questions, you can reach out, contact me, check out the link below. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.